What a Catch, Part 6, a Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. If you haven't heard any previous parts, you can find a link to them in the description box below.
So what does your schedule look like today?
Plagg asked. Lunch with Rose and dinner with Julika, Adrien said, fixing his bangs in the mirror.
I see you're wasting no time then.
I can't afford to lose her, Plagg. Not again.
May I remind you that you left Paris first?
That's... he sighed, remembering the news article from 3 years ago about Ladybug resurfacing along the roofs of Paris, calling out his name while he was working in New York.
What are you going to do about work?
What do you mean?
You have a flight back to New York on the deadline that Ladybug gave you. What are you going to do?
Find out who she is and take her back with me.
But what if you can't figure out her identity?
I will.
What makes you so sure?
I've never been this close, Plagg. I won't let her slip through my fingers again.
You both got scars from that fight, Adrien. I'm sure she's forgiven you for the tumble she took half a decade ago.
I meant it as a figure of speech, but thanks for reminding me of when I dropped my lady off the top of the Eiffel Tower. I needed that, Adrien said sarcastically.
It's why you can't model anymore, after hitting your chin on the metal like that as you tried to catch her.
Can we not talk about this?
Why? Because you thought she died when you didn't hear of her again for 2 more years and all of Paris was worried about her and you thought it was your fault?
Plagg, drop it.
The fear in her eyes as she fell over 900 feet while you were pinned under 3 of Hawkmoth's victims, but were still trying to save her instead of yourself?
Drop it! Adrien yelled, clearly upset.
How she called out your name, fearing for your life instead of hers.
Why are you doing this?
How about when...
Adrien threw Plagg across the room in rage, slamming the small creature into the head of the bedspread.
Enough!
He yelled, grabbing his coat and slamming the door behind him. In all of their years together, he had never laid hands on his companion, no matter what he said or how rough it got. Why was today different? Adrien stopped in his tracks and turned around, heading back to the bedroom. Plagg may have been out of line, but Adrien's actions were just as bad, if not worse. Hey, Adrien said, crouching down beside the bed so Plagg was at eye level. Are you okay?
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry. That was out of line. Plagg turned away from him, licking his arm. Can I see it? He asked, reaching out to his tiny creature that was both a mentor and his truest friend.
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix this. I didn't realize I could do something to break us.
Neither did I.
Is there anything I can do?
Leave me be, Agrest.
Adrien took a sharp breath as reality closed in on him. Plagg had never addressed him by his family name before. He knew how much he hated it. He had messed up. Big. Extra camembert wouldn't fix their fight this time. Why had he flown into a fit of rage? Why had Plagg's words caused him to react violently? Normally he would just shut down at something like that and wander aimlessly for a few days. And if he was able to hurt Plagg, who he loved with all his heart, who else would he be able to hurt? What was happening to him? Thank you so much for listening. This was a Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. Part 7 will be coming out shortly. In the meantime, you can check out the playlist below for more Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. I'll catch you next time!